Hi everyone, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be talking about some educational games that you can play with your students in the classroom. So especially with those ESL students, those parents are paying for your time, so you definitely don't want to run out of material or end class early because they've kind of paid for your chunk of time and they want that chunk of time. So what can we do? A lot of times we get stuck and you don't really want to waste that time. So let's add in some extra English practice or extra practice for our students. The first game that we can do is going to be a tic tac toe. So, tic tac toe, you can play traditionally with numbers in each of the blocks. That will get them some number practice. You can also use keywords or phrases that you are learning in that lesson to help reinforce the lesson and practice that vocabulary. If they're a younger learner, they're learning the difference between a capital letter or a small lowercase letter, big A, small b, small a. So we can do that here. If they're learning their colors, then we can add that in there as well. So take a vocabulary or whatever you're studying in the classroom, throw it on your tic tac toe board really quick, and that's a great way that you can play with your student. You can either write it on the screen. I know a lot of different companies, they offer a blank screen somewhere in the packet that you have. If you're on Zoom, there's an annotate feature. You can draw right on the screen as well, or handy dandy whiteboard always comes in for good use, especially with this game. This one is magnetic, so I have a couple different fun options. They can either pick if they wanted to be pizzas or cupcakes. I also have these penguins versus little hot cocos. So that's another fun option. Again, tic tac toe with vocabulary words to get that extra practice in. Another one, drawing games are a lot of fun. Again, usually with most companies, there is that white board screen somewhere in the packet, or you can just do it right on the screen wherever you're at. So this one is fun one. This is called a roll a monster game. So these are all little doodles that I have done myself. So for this one, you're going to take 6 different rounds. And you can take, I have this little shoebox that my daughter, 1 year old, had little baby Toms. I kept the shoebox. It makes a great for a dice game. So I put the dice in my box, I shake it up, and I hold it right up to the camera, and then they tell me what it is, number 2. So our monster would have a nice big oval body. So either they can draw it as well. So if there's not somewhere to draw on the screen, that's another option that you have. You both draw it. Tell your student to grab a piece of paper. We're going to make a monster. So here's our nice oval body. And then you get to compare your monsters at the end. It's a great laugh with the students. Here, number 4. Oh, our oval body, and he has a square head. We'll do one more. Let's see what kind of face we get. Number 2. Oh, all right. So there you go. So you're going to keep going. You'll add the arms and the legs and any extras as well. So that's another game that's nice and easy to play in the classroom. Again, you can play it by using the whiteboard or the screen that you have available in whichever format that you're using, or you can both take turns and draw it on a piece of paper. So that is another easy one that you can do. Another option that we have is Pictionary. So Pictionary is nice and easy. So you can draw something and then they have to guess what it is. Oh, I forgot my eraser here. So you can draw it for them and then they have to guess what it is. Or you cover your eyes, hold it up to the camera, and then you ask if they're okay. They're good. You put it down. Don't cheat. Play the game fair. And then they can draw it for you and then you guess what it is. So these are actually just a deck of little sight cards that I got at the Dollar Tree. And so these make great for Pictionary. They also help with reinforcing vocabulary while you're teaching a lesson. So another fun, easy game that you can pick up at the end of your class. Another one, here we have a cake. So we can practice drawing the cake and then draw it with our eyes closed. So you could clip, let's see here, we'll do a little boop, nice and easy cake. Okay, so now I'll close my eyes. And the student usually gets a really good laugh, and then they get a good laugh when they do. That was not too bad. I'm pretty good at this now. I've played this game a few times. So, another fun game. Your student will usually get a really good kick out of it, especially when they're just like way off. So, again, this one you can play either on the screen on Zoom with Annotate, or you can draw handy dandy whiteboard. Nice and easy. Another game. So, number 5, I think I'm on the 5th game that we have is this is a game that I just kind of made up in college and I've been playing it ever since. You take turns making a picture. Sounds exactly what it is. So, this one does work better when you can share the screen. So for the first one, maybe I will draw a tree. Okay, and then my student, it'll be their turn. They can draw whatever they want. So maybe they want to draw some, I don't know, some green apples in the tree. And then we just keep going back and forth, whatever you want to draw. Maybe I want to draw a house. Here we go, nice little house. And then my student can come along and I don't know, maybe they're feeling kind of silly. So here we go, nice little alien spaceship up there. They wanted the house. So again, you can take turns. There's no rules in that game, so the pictures can get really silly. And again, it's also good vocabulary practice. All of these games are really good vocabulary practice to practice the words and the vocabulary that is not usually common to a lot of casual conversation or even English lessons. So it's almost like that filler stuff that helps you sound more natural and more fluent and understand better when you're speaking to a native English speaker. This really helps fill in those gaps and gets really good practice for the student. This one works better for an older student. You can make some of these that they have pictures and use them for the younger student. But would you rather, or this or that, whatever you want to call the game, would you rather meet a famous person or travel anywhere in the world? Have a conversation with your student. Again, it's great extra thinking outside the box, getting some good vocabulary practice that is probably not going to be in their everyday class experience. Here's another one. Would you rather whisper or yell for the rest of your life? So you can have some just really silly ones. And again, great vocabulary practice, great conversation practice. So here's another game. I set this one up as a Manicam version because I'm loving Manicam right now. So this one is find the prize. So here I have, oh, ice creams. And can you find the stars? Very good. So you kind of keep going back and forth. Maybe even take turns. Maybe not take turns. It's up to you. However you want to play the game. There's no rules. If you want to just have them continue to pick a number throughout the lesson. I know a lot of these different companies, they offer trophies or stars or some sort of a reward throughout the lesson. This is how I award those throughout my lesson. At periodic points, I will stop and have the student guess a number, and then if they get the star or the prize, then they get the star or the trophy or the prize at that moment, and they have a lot of fun with that game. Here is another one. So last one that we'll cover, number 8, is a student versus teacher game. So at the very beginning, you can pick, do you want to be butterflies or do you want to be the frog? Whichever one you want. Today, I think my student wanted butterflies, so I was the frog. So the way they pick is she or he, the student will pick a number, and whichever it is gets that point. So you can pick however long you want to play it. Is it the first one to 3, first one to 4, first one to 5? She went all the way first one to 6, and she beat me. I was still missing 4 frogs at the end before she got all 6 butterflies. So it really is just that easy. Oh, look, my frogs are doing pretty good right now. Hey, I didn't even remember where they were. All right, so here's the butterfly. So yeah, just like you see, you just keep picking the numbers, and the first one to whatever you pick, 4, 5, 6 of your character, whatever you would like, then you win the game. So I hope that helps. We'll try to do some more of these and add just some more random games that I play with my students throughout the lessons and throughout classes. These are great. Again, so if you have that student who breezes through all the material and you're stuck, like, what do I do for the last 5 minutes of class? These are all great options because, again, their vocabulary practice, their conversation practice, they're still getting that education in and that really valuable communication practice with a native speaking foreigner so that it's not just one of these games where you're not talking and you're just kind of doing something really simple. No, no, no. These are all interactive. Parents love them. They think they're amazing. They love seeing their kids have fun. And also, bonus at the end of class, your student had a great time. They can't wait to see you again and rebook your class. And parents will leave rave reviews. Oh, the student had so much fun. I can't wait to take the next class with this teacher. So, hope that helps. Can't wait to see you in another video. Bye, everyone. Don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel. Find me on Facebook or on YouTube with Ashley's Got Class. Bye.